There is an organization in town that is not only helping kids strive toward good behavior, they're helping them get healthy. Off the Front gives fourth graders points for good behavior, and at the end of the year, they get a free bike. Joining us now with all the details on how your kids can participate is Mike Slayden, the executive director for Off the Front. Thanks for being here, Mike. How are you?
Excellent. Thanks for having us.
Tell me a little bit more about this organization. I've never heard of it before. You're doing great things.
Thank you. We're local to Fresno. Started about 5 years ago.
Okay.
We work with 8 schools here in the Metroplex, Fresno, Clovis, and beyond. And as you said, helping kids earn bikes, helping them meet goals. The big picture goal of Off the Front is to deal with childhood obesity. So we're trying to get kids active through a fun means, and this is the bike is kind of our means to get there.
Oh, got it. Okay. So throughout the year, you do so many things, or a lot of things with kids, but this is, what would you call it? Like a program?
It really is, yeah. So for us, this is one of the 3 programs that we do. We have an Earn a Bike program.
Okay, got it.
So we work with 4th graders in certain schools, and every 4th grader in the schools that we're at has the opportunity to earn their own bike. So for instance, last year we awarded over 300 bikes. We're at 1,200 for the history of Off the Front. So it's been a hoot, yeah.
All right, so how does it work? How does it work? How do these kids participate? And what schools are we talking about?
So we're at Susan B. Anthony, Lowell, Calwa, and Adams in Fresno Unified. Pinedale, Tarpey, and Lawless in Clovis Unified. We just started at West Fresno Elementary down south in Jensen and 41. So,
oh, fantastic. Yeah. So these are, would you say, lower income areas? Okay, perfect. This is the bike you're going to give away, or one of the bikes?
Correct.
Okay, so how many bikes are you giving away this year?
We'll be close to 600 this year.
You're kidding.
Yeah, it's going to be quite the undertaking to build all these, and yeah.
All right, so give us the details. How can kids earn points in order to win the bike?
Well, we choose our schools, so it's not open to everybody per se, but we pick schools based on the demographics you mentioned. We look for lower income, at-risk kids, if you will. And then they have to earn points in academics, character and service, and then what we call strong bodies, which is fitness and eating and things of that nature, where they learn good habits and healthy habits.
But how do you track them?
We have a volunteer that goes into every classroom that meets with the kids. So our heart was, we really wanted to be a blessing to the schools and to the administration to take all the pressure off them. So we have kids that go, or volunteers go in and work with the kids directly to take all the pressure off the teachers, if you will, and they interact and track the points, and that's kind of their job. Okay,
so let's say they get, do they have to get a certain amount of A's, or how do you know to track their behavior? I mean, how do you do that?
Yeah, they have projects to get in the behavior area. Grade-wise, no. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to get a bike. What we're looking for is improvement. So if you're a kid that's, for instance, learning English as a second language, we don't expect your English grades to be off the chart. But we want to see improvement. So you're not competing with another student, you're competing with yourself and just trying to get better in those areas, and we award improvement. We also award the attitude that goes with that. So if you're a C student that's trying really, really hard, we recognize that, and they get points for working hard in the classroom as well. Does that make sense?
Yes, it sure does. Now, you've seen the response from kids. Do they really try harder knowing that at the end of the year, this is what they're going to get?
Yeah, and that was our heart, really to provide a carrot, if you will, to say, hey, these are areas in life that you need to excel in. Academics, English, and math specifically, being a good human being and character, and then eating well and taking care of yourself. These are things that you need to do for the rest of your life. And as they see the value of those things, they really do begin to excel, and that becomes this becomes a motivation for them to excel in those areas.
And who provides the bikes?
We purchase them. We buy overseas. These are our own custom off-the-front bikes, so you can't walk into a store and get these. They have our logos, our graphics, mission statement, and those sorts of things on them that we provide for the kids.
That's really great. And they get the helmet as well?
Absolutely, and a lock. So bike lock and helmet, every kid gets.
Okay, gotcha. And now, last year you gave away 300, and this year hoping for 600?
Correct.
How many kids do you have to turn away?
None.
Oh, really?
Every kid in the schools that we partner with is eligible. Our problem is we're at 8 schools. There's 70 schools in Fresno Unified alone that could use an off-the-front presence. We just don't have the budget yet to get there and the volunteer support.
Well, how do you get your funding in order to be able to buy 600 bikes?
We have a lot of really generous people that have helped. We pursued grants. We pursued businesses that are in the area of the school. We said, hey, why don't you partner with some other businesses and sponsor this school? And you guys come up with some money to be a part of this and to get back to the community and things like that.
And this all started because of the problem with childhood obesity. Is that right?
It really did. I mean, obviously, it was a national scale. We hear it every day in the news, and it was just something that kind of pricked my heart, and we're off and running.
Right. That's great. Now, are you asking for either volunteers or more funding or anything that people can help you with in order for you to continue your mission?
Yeah, all of the above. You know, our people are our most valuable asset. Our volunteers are crucial to what we do, so we always need good people that are passionate about working with kids or in that line of thinking. Obviously, funding helps as well as you're trying to buy bikes and helmets and expanding new programs to new schools. So we'll take any and all of the above. So.
Wow, that's so great. Where can people contact you?
Our webpage is probably the best. Offthefront.org is our website, and all our information is on there. We're Facebook and Twitter, and all those links are there as well.
Offthefront.org. Now, if there are moms or dads out there watching right now and their kids go to one of these schools, how can they make sure their child, or fourth grader, I should say, is participating?
Yeah, well, we've sent home good information, so parents should at least be in the loop, but they can certainly check in with us, and we send home progress reports to the parents so they know where their kid's at each quarter so that they're on track or not and what they can do to help us.
Good, and they're responding well so far?
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much for being here. What a great thing you're doing. Now I know all about Off the Front, okay? And so do the people at home. I appreciate it. Offthefront.org is where you can find more information on how you can help. We'll see you again soon, okay?
Thanks, Alex.
All right. Coming up.